And she was like, how much do you charge? And I was like, oh, I'm even scared to tell you. She was like, 250. She was like, 300, 250, 150. And I was still not there because I was charging 100 rand. And she was like, oh no, girl, like, if you are charging, if you are using quality products, you need to charge accordingly, you know. And I was like,
This girl is on fire.
hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be doing a chatty story like makeup video, just talking about my journey, how I started with makeup and how I've come to where I am today with what I'm doing. So thank you so much for watching and let's get straight to it. Oh, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. It helps the algorithm push my videos to more people, so that would be great. That's how you can help me if you've already subscribed, by liking and commenting. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with my brows. I just use the got to be, and then I put it on a spoolie, and then I brush it over my brow hair like this, right? And then start sort of like, and then you're gonna take a tissue and just remove the excess so that it doesn't affect your foundation, because you can see it leaves that white, it has that white residue. So the first time I did my brows, let me tell you, they were horrible. If there's anyone who knows me like that from back then, this was around 2015, 2016, actually 2016, yeah, to be exact. My brows were so dark. Oh my gosh, girl, you don't even understand. They were not cute. Okay, so don't feel bad when you're still starting out and it doesn't look perfect. You just need to keep practicing. If you've got honest people around you, they'll tell you that no, ugh, they're too much, you know, they're too dark or whatnot, because that's what my friends used to tell me, and they were right. They were too dark, you know, they were too much. So it wasn't that they were hating on me. We usually have this misconception that when people are being honest, they are hating. No, girl, those people love you and they are being honest. They don't want you looking ridiculous. Okay, then I got better. That's the thing. If you do something long enough, you are definitely gonna get better at it. There's no way you can't get better. My brows started looking good, looking better, you know, and people now started asking me to do their own brows. They'd be like, oh, can you do my brows? Then I'd be like, oh yeah. And then I did their brows, but then it just started getting overwhelming. I can't cut my crease and talk at the same time while I'm holding this mirror as well, because I was getting like a lot of requests. This was from people that I went to church with, right? So it was that, and then I started thinking, what if I actually start charging people? Because wow, this is getting overwhelming, you know. I thought to myself, well, if I'm just gonna charge them for eyebrows, I mean, how much am I gonna charge them? Why don't I charge them for makeup as a whole? And at the time, I was so good at foundation, I didn't even know that much about highlighting, contouring, and eyeshadow like that. I would do eyeshadow, but I wasn't doing eyeshadow the way I'm doing eyeshadow today. I'm still not that perfect or that good, but definitely not the same. I was like, okay guys, I'm going to be charging you, but then I was thinking, how much am I gonna charge? I remember the first client that I did was a matric student, and they asked me to come and do a trial on her, and the trial was literally free because I didn't even know how much to charge for it. They gave me, I think, 25 rand for cold drink. Literally, that's what they even said. I did her brows, a little bit of foundation. It wasn't that huge, you know, I'm not even gonna lie. And then when I actually did her makeup, oh no, for the child they didn't give me anything. When I actually did her makeup, that's when they gave me the 25 rand for cold drink. But I was so happy, I was so excited, because I was just like, oh my god. But I felt embarrassed that I didn't get paid, you know. I was so embarrassed, because I remember someone back then even asked me, they were like, oh, so unemali yabo ubuya kosebenza and stuff, and I didn't have money, and I just looked at the person like, looking at it now, I can see that it's because I was just still learning. From there on, I grew. Yeah, I started learning more and more, and then I got my first ever wedding gig, and I was so happy. I was so excited. I did my friend's makeup as well. She paid me. I started charging, I think, was it 100 rand? I think it was 100 rand. And my friend, and I did her makeup, and there was a girl there who was just like, oh my god, this is horrible, you know, the makeup that I had done on my friend. She was like, oh my god, this is horrible, you look like a witch. The eyeshadow, she said the eyeshadow made her look like a witch. Yo guys, and I feel like wedding gigs are like the pits, because especially when they can see that you are starting from nothing, you know, you've got a small bag, you're trying to make this thing work, you know, you've got a little bit of product, even though the products that you have they don't even have, you know, but they will still despise you, you know. I feel like people are intimidated by people who are moving, but they come from a situation or a circumstance that would rather have them not move, you know. They're just like, like, how dare she has the audacity to dream, to want to do something when she's struggling, when she doesn't have anything. I feel like people have that mentality, because if someone from a rich background or from privileged background comes and they are still starting out, they are proper, like, you know what, I'm here, they're not going to disrespect that person. Even if that person doesn't have a lot of experience and products, they are not. They're just going to be so intimidated because this person looks like they've got money, you know, they're wealthy, even though they're not sure about what they're doing. But because it's you coming from the township trying to make it, they're just like, where do you think you're going to go? So, and I'm not saying that they shouldn't be vocal about mediocre work. If you're not doing a good job, definitely they have to tell you, Guti, no, this is not good. I'm not even talking about that. It's not even about that. I carried on, right? This was 2016. I carried on learning, and then in 2018 I came to Joburg. That's when I got exposed, because I started, oh, did I tell you guys that there was a point where I used to go door to door and actually advertise my business back when I was at home in 2016. I would go door to door and say, hi guys, Ninjani, I am a makeup artist, this is how much I charge, I also do this, I do that, you know, like I'd go house to house, but then I would be prepared. I would go looking like what I'm selling. That is why I strongly believe in branding and looking like what you are selling, like what you are proposing. I can't go to someone and say, hey, I'm a makeup artist, these are my details, if you have an event you can book me, whereas I don't look like beauty. I'm selling beauty, I should look like beauty. And I'm not saying beauty is about makeup, don't get it twisted, okay? Don't get it twisted, okay? I'm in the business of makeup, so beauty for me is about makeup, right? But also skincare, taking care of your skin, embracing your natural, because if you don't take care of your actual natural skin, it's gonna be difficult for the makeup to even slap. I mean, yeah, it can still slap, but for the makeup to work, I have to take care of my skin. And in that process of me learning about how to make my makeup look better, I learned about taking care of my skin and just embracing it, you know. And I ended up having good skin and being more confident and comfortable in my natural skin. So back to so I used to go door to door looking snatched, nails on, good hair, makeup on fleek, and marketing myself, right? But yeah, that went on. So this is just to say that, you know, don't despise your process, embrace it, because more is coming. You are being prepared for better, you know. So don't look down on yourself. Don't think, oh, I'm not doing this, why am I going door to door, why am I doing flyers? If you have to do flyers, do flyers. Ever since I started doing my business here in Joburg, I've never posted a flyer on notice boards, or that's not my thing. But I used to go door to door. Do you understand? There are different things that you do at different stages of your journey. So don't compare your journey and what you are doing and your methods. Don't compare your methods to other people's methods. Your methods are your methods and they work for you. When I came to Joburg, I was like, I'm going to Joburg, yo, I'm gonna take them by storm. I'm a makeup artist. Hey, I get you. I'm staying at Riz and there are rules. I can't wear makeup. I'm a first year in. Yo, it was a lot. I was like, actually, let me use this time to study. Let me use this time to learn how people do things around here. Because I might be coming thinking I'm a big deal, only to find that actually I'm not. And I wasn't. Okay guys, I've done damn, I've already done my foundation. Ugh, just hate it. Yeah, I want makeup. Anyways guys, back to the story. So I'm like, no, let me just see how things are done here, you know. Ugh, the sun. Let me just see how things are done here and what's going on. And boy, I think I had already been familiar with Instagram, but I just got way familiar now with it. I was just sucked in because now I had unlimited access. I got exposed to contouring, cut crease. I remember there was a time when I tried to cut crease and I couldn't even understand how to do it. So that's how I understand if someone says, oh my god, how do I do this? Because I don't get it. I understand. I think what you need to do is follow the tutorials to the T. If someone is saying this is how you should do something, sit with your product and do it as you are watching. This thing of saying, oh my god, I don't know how you guys do things, it's so difficult, but you are not even trying. You just watch the video and then when you're doing your makeup you try and you can't because you've forgotten. But if for example you sit down with a concealer, a brush, and as I'm cutting you cut as well, as I put the eyeshadow you put as well, you will see it will make so much sense. Because that's what I did for me to learn most of the things that I've learned, especially a cut crease and contouring. I would literally sit and watch makeup videos as I was doing the makeup. In July, I decided, you know what, I'm going to start with my makeup business. I'm gonna now start doing people's makeup. I'm gonna start putting my makeup on and I'm gonna launch my business, right? So I registered my business with the CIPC in March 2018. That is literally when my baby was born. I mean, she had long been born in the process, but formally that was when I was like, wow, okay, this is serious. I was like, okay, but how am I gonna start, you know? And I asked this girl, her name is Chieza. She's a beautiful dark skin, beautiful girl. And I was like, I think she'd be perfect. I asked her, she was like, oh, that would be nice, I am game. And I was like, oh, thank you. Just to make you understand, when I started, I didn't have half of the products that I have today. How I did it was like growing my kids. Let me tell you, there was a point in my life where I'd go to Clicks and I would wish I could buy a. I remember the first foundation that I bought was the Essence. I don't know, 18 hours I think. Foundation at 79 rand, and I loved it so much. Oh my god, I was so excited. And I used to go there and I'd wish I could buy a concealer, a contour stick. I wish I could, you know how when you highlight you have to contour as well. I wish I could get like a contour and highlighter as well, but I couldn't at the time. I could only afford to like get just one product, you know. So I'm trying to make you understand that don't feel bad when you can't get everything all at once. So what I did was I would literally use my allowance to buy more makeup, and when I started making money, like after using the model to promote on Instagram and Facebook and WhatsApp, and people at risk started knowing that, oh, this girl does makeup. I was charging 100 rand at the time, and people started coming, you know, especially during formals. We used to have like formals. It was great, man, before COVID messed things up. Graduation season, people were coming, but I wasn't seeing the money because I would buy more products. So whenever someone was booking me, I would think, oh my god, I don't have eyelash glue, I have to go buy eyelash glue. So I never quite saw the profit. And I started like also upgrading my I started upgrading my look, my image, you know, getting better clothes, you know, so that I look presentable when I'm going to an appointment, you know, things like that. And yeah, I just kept on promoting, using her as a muse. So if you're starting out, I'd highly recommend that you get a muse. It's going to help you because you can work with her even when you don't have clients. You do looks on her, you grow your profile, you grow your portfolio. This helps in terms of when someone is saying, oh, I want to do my makeup with you, can I see your track record? You're like, yeah, and you show them the looks that you've done on your muse. So that is very important. Yeah, I kept on just growing, getting more clients, and then the more I get clients, the more I get better products. And you need to be invested in your growth, and you need to don't just also price is very, it's like, how do I put it, don't rush to like increase prices and charge more because you feel undervalued. I remember the first time I bought a MAC product. I went to MAC and I was asking the lady in terms of makeup, you know, how to grow as a makeup artist, like what can I do, da da da. And she was like, how much do you charge? And I was like, oh, I'm even scared to tell you. She was like, 250. She was like, 300, 250, 150. And I was still not there because I was charging 100 rand. And she was like, oh no girl, like if you are using quality products, you need to charge accordingly, you know. And I was like, but I thought at the time, well, you know what, I don't want to charge a lot right now because firstly I'm entry level, you know, I'm still getting into this thing. And I want to, if I'm increasing my prices, I want it to reflect the quality, you know. It must look like, if I'm saying 200, the quality must have improved, the products improved, everything, you know. I can't just raise my prices without quality. Quality is so important. Yeah, but and also you need to know your target. market, right? So if you are charging, if you're working with students, you need to think about the student budget, you know. I have increased my prices since then. Obviously it's 2021 now, but it's still not extremely expensive because my market is students, you know. And right now those are the people that I'm using primarily to build my portfolio, my business, and just my record, right? So I'm not really looking to charge extremely a lot, even though some students literally feel like what I'm charging right now is expensive. I'm currently charging 200 rand for a natural beat. My prices currently start from 200 rand, a natural beat without lashes, to 350, a full face beat with lashes. And I think that is not expensive, especially with the kind of quality makeup that I am, you know, doing right now, the products, the growth, you know, the experience. I definitely don't think that is a lot, but because my target market right now is students, that is where I have to be at. If I was looking at working class, you know, if I was looking at people who are working, you know, I'm in an area that fits that, then I'd say 500, you know. And I'm still gonna grow to that, but I am embracing where I am right now, and I am working to invite where I'd like to be. So sometimes people will be like, oh, why do you charge so little? Increase your prices. Some are like, you know, and I'm just like, I've had that ever since I started charging 100 rand. People would always say, oh, this, all that, you know. But yeah, I don't know. For me, that's how it is at the moment. Oh, guys, I need to move because I might be late, and that's not what I want. So you need to be invested in what you're doing. You need to be sure. There are times where you're gonna doubt yourself and ask yourself if this is worth it because you don't see the growth. You feel like you deserve to be further than where you are. There are definitely times like that, that's for sure. But don't be discouraged. Feel that, feel whatever it is that you're feeling, but keep going. Because the top is where we are going, baby. But you have to be consistent. You have to keep investing. I was even thinking the other day that, oh my god, I want a curly wig, body wave, all these different textures of hair. I had a little bit of money, and instead of using that money to buy hair, I went and bought more makeup because I had to grow my kit. There were times where I would go to Clicks or Discam and I'd say, oh my god, I wish I had like 2,000 rand to just buy a lot of products, you know, to buy maybe 5 shades of foundation so that I don't struggle with shades when I'm doing people's makeup. But I can't because I have 500 rand, I have 800 rand, you know. So when I got the money, I was like, I have it now, let me go and drop some money on products. And I actually dropped some money, guys, like, and I'm proud actually of the fact that I did that, because then it shows that I really want this. Whenever I get the money, I literally use it on what I said I wanted. Sometimes you can be like, oh, I want to buy this. If I had money, I'd buy this. And then you get the money, jiggy, you've changed your mind. You're not buying that thing anymore. You're just like, actually, I want clothes, you know. And not to say I wasn't tempted. I was tempted, but temptation is not a bad thing. But what do you do about that temptation? I want to encourage anyone, whatever you're doing, whether it is photography, whether it is makeup, don't give up, you know. Invest. If you have to get a better lens, and I know lenses are expensive, photography is even more harder because you guys' things are expensive. A camera is expensive. But if that is what you want to do and you're passionate about it, That's where you should use your money. You know, that is where you should use most of your money. Invest in it, promote it, and don't be shy about it. Hey, forget about people. You know, I told you that people despise small beginnings. Don't despise your small beginning as well. Don't fall in line with those people and start despising yourself because you are still starting out and you don't have a lot and you have a few followers on your page. Keep working. Focus, focus, focus. You can't expect people to believe in your dream when you don't believe in it yourself. You need to take yourself seriously by committing, by investing. So we need to stop putting our dreams on other people. Like, your dream is your dream. Focus on your dream. You know, invest in it yourself. Yeah, people can help you, but don't put it on them. You know, don't put it on them. And people change. You know, sometimes today they can be today they can be encouraging. Tomorrow they're just like, girl, you're not making money. Like, dreams don't pay the bills. You know. And now you're gonna start thinking, oh, people are shady. People. And another thing is, people have their own things. Hey guys, people have their own dreams. People don't put it on people. Also, hey. When I just work, whatever it is you want to do, whether it is academic, corporate work, do what you have to do, put in the work, and you will see the results. There is no way you can keep working on your dream and then you don't succeed consistently. Is my lash lifting? Guys, this lash keeps lifting. I'm so sick of them, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Guys, I'm so sorry that I keep ending my videos abruptly. I'll do better. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.